This climber skip is actually very easy. The only reason I'm including it is because people aren't doing it. In matchmaking, 8, sometimes scrims. Now, if you're rushing or whatever, that's fair enough. However, it's a lot better to just optimize it. So for this one, you just want to run towards it, just jump, hold crouch at the end, and then let go, and you're out. You just skip the clamber, you've got the grapple, and you've got full control of your character. Because if you're stuck in clamber, you can't shoot back, and you're losing control. And at the same time then, by the time you get grapple and it's registered, you then have to turn around again, and you're probably dead. Whereas if you're just jumping up and skipping the clamber straight away, you can just move away straight away, and you've got the grapple. You can do what you want to do. You can even shoot back. There's another clamber skip you can do. This one's on Bazaar. You can do it on either the blue side of sewers or also on the red side. It's a bit easier on the blue side, but I'll show you why soon. So when you're on the blue side, you just want to walk up to the sand here. Just go to the top of it. Just jump, hold crouch, and you're over the top of it. You can do it while sprinting as well, and you're up. See, a lot of people here, you could take the long way, but again, you may miss out on something crucial in the middle of the map. Maybe you need to get an important kill, or someone's running the flag, etc. But a lot of the time, you see people just jump up, clamber here. And the problem with this is that you get hit by nades because this is a big nade-heavy area. And often at times, there's enemies on top of the rocket side, so they'll just drop down, melee you, or you just get shot. So you want to be skipping the clamber where possible. Now, if we go over to the red side, this one's a little harder because the sand isn't as high. And for this one, you want to be aiming to jump over the right side. The reason for this is that, I don't know if you can tell, but this left side is actually slightly higher, and it does actually make a difference, so it makes it more difficult to do. So for this one, you want to go up to the sand as much as possible, right to the top of the sand, jump, hold crouch, and then move forward. Aim for the right hand side though, as it's slightly higher up, as you can see here. Another climber skip you can do is the garbage area over here. So instead of having to run up, jump, jump, and then jump again for a clamber, what you can do is you can just run towards it. You can just jump straight onto this box by here and just jump straight up without having to clamber, and by avoiding also the first garbage. Another climber skip here, this one's super easy and it's kind of obvious, but you never see people do it. So what you see people often just jump, clamber here, and then they get absolutely pelleted from over on suicide. So people push out, maybe you're pushing their base for a flag or something, suicide will push out, and then as you're clambering, you're pretty much dead by the time you even return control of your character. Or you see people, again, clamber on top of this, and then they just get meated and they just die. So you can actually just go to the top bit by here, just jump, hold crouch, and you're on top. You can do it without sprinting as well. And then obviously you just want to jump off here, and you just skip both clambers. That one's kind of obvious, so this one's still obvious, but you don't see people do it. You can do it on the opposite side as well. Just jump, hold crouch, and we're up. The rocket side as well. If you want to jump, hold crouch, and you're on top. So this one's a really basic climber skip, kind of like the one on Bazaar where you do it in front base. So with this one, it's super obvious you can do it. A lot of people don't realize they can do it though, and you see people clambering this every time, and it's so frustrating because they end up just getting beamed. So there's always like people sandbags, or if it, on the opposite set, but there's always people around brutes. And the moment you clamber up, you're out of control of your character. You're probably going to die before you're even able to get control of your character back again. So what you want to just do is just jump, hold crouch, and you're there. It's the most obvious one, but people just never do it, so I thought I'd include it anyway. Quick clamber skips here. So if you want to do is just jump off this box here, jump again, maybe hit a little crouch towards the top, depending on how you've hit it, and you're over the top. Doing recharge is over here. You'll often see people just jump up and hit a clamber here. The problem is you're like out in the open. This is like directly in the middle of the map, so you can get seen from gold, bat ledge. You can get seen from turbine, top A, tower, stacks, everywhere. So in this area, it's imperative that you can get behind the box really quick to get yourself cover. But it's a good way of breaking up the map if they got control on you. What you can do is you can just aim for about this spot on the stairs by here. And then you just want to aim for that corner over there. And you can just sprint, jump, and land in a crouch on it. And you can do it without the slide. Let's do it without the slide this time. There we go. Doesn't take too much practice. It's quite easy to do. Sometimes when you may get that little slide, you just got to make sure you're timing your letting go of crouch a lot better than I did the first time. So the next clamber skip is going to be on these ATMs. You want to aim for the protruding glass part, but you can also do it off the bottom of the cashier box back here. So for this one, you just want to like aim forward slightly and then just jump again, crouch at the top, and you're over. Or if you want to do it quickly and you want to do it the better way because you get better height of it, you want to use these glass ones. I find the right side to be more easier to hit and more consistent because you've got the wall to hold you in place and stuff. Just want to aim for sort of this part by here You want to jump towards it, land on it, and then just jump again, and you're over. You don't even need to crouch with that one. Okay, so back on streets for another climber skip. So this one, most people just jump up here, jump into tires, and this is a highly contested area with lots of gunshots, people moving about. So easy to get meleeed, shot, naded, etc. So you want to be able to skip that. And on top of it, if you get the rocket, you definitely want to be able to skip it so that you can shoot your rocket as soon as you jump up without having to wait for the animation. So what you want to do is just jump towards here. Now you can do it facing it, you can do it facing away. But the easiest thing I find is to do it while you're crouching. You just want to jump, crouch into it, and then just jump again while holding crouch. And then you just jump back up top then. You can let go of crouch once you've jumped again. But yeah, that's what we want to do. This jump's actually harder than the previous ones. It requires very precise timing. I've never seen anyone else hit this jump. I do this quite often though. And it's very good if you can actually get it down and get used to it. So this is what we're going to focus on. So you want to aim for the second step of the stairs as you're sprinting towards it, and then jump. It has to be around this area. Otherwise, you're not going to get enough height, or you're not going to get enough speed. So let's go for it. I'm on the second step. I just jump, hold crouch, and I've just hit it. If you hit it perfectly, you can do it without that little slide. But you just need to just let go of crouch a lot sooner. So let's do that again, is it? There we go. Hit it perfect. This climber skip is actually very hard to do. It's actually really useful though. You can actually hit it without having to climb in the first place. And the benefit of it is you can actually get a shot off. Multiple shots in fact, without them even noticing you're there. So to do this, you just want to aim yourself for this line here. You just want to jump around and then hold crouch and then let go at the right time when you're just above the platform. Otherwise you do that little slide thing. And that's the little clamber thing I mentioned. The little slide thing I mentioned. There we go, done without it. It's one of the most difficult in my opinion.